Hey students, today we're going to talk about solving system of equations by substitution. Make sure that you take notes during this video so you can show them tomorrow to get your points for your notes. So let's just review for a second. The number of solutions to a system of two linear equations is by the following. So the number of solutions is exactly one ordered pair solution, and that means the two lines intersect at one point, like in this example down here. Then we have no solution, and that means the two lines are parallel. So down here where the two lines are parallel, remember they'll never cross. And then our last one is infinitely many solutions. The two lines are identical to one another. So like down here, there's two lines on top of one another. Okay, so they're identical, they coincide. Okay, so now solving linear systems by substitutions. There's 4 steps, so make sure that you write these 4 steps down. The first step is to substitute the expression found in y equals or x equals format into the other equation. This will result in an equation in one variable. Step 2 is solve the equation obtained in step 2. I meant in step 1 is what I meant to say. So that should be in step 1. Okay. Then back substitute the value found in step 2 into the equation in y equals or x equals format. Simplify and find the value of the remaining variable. And then step 4 is to check the proposed solution in both of the systems given the equation. So let's look at some examples. So the first one we have is 5x minus 4y equals 9 and x equals 2y minus 3. So if you notice, our second equation is in the x equals format. So we're going to take this and we're going to substitute it into x because it's x equals. So substitute the expression in x equals into the other equation. We substitute 2y minus 3 for x into the first equation. So just like over here, I'm going to take this 2y minus 3 and I'm going to substitute it into x like I did in the first equation. Remember, when you substitute, to put parentheses around whatever you're plugging in. So that gives us an equation in one variable. So we're going to get 5 parentheses 2x minus 3 close parentheses minus 4y equals 9. The variable x has been eliminated. If you look, our variable x has been eliminated from this. Okay, there's no more x values in here. So now we can solve it. So step 2 is to solve the resulting equation containing one variable. So we're going to take this equation and we're going to solve it. First thing we're going to do is distribute. We're going to distribute this 5 to both of these terms. So that's going to give me 10y minus 15 minus 4y equals 9. Then I'm going to combine my like terms. So remember, my like terms were 10y and negative 4y, and that gave me 6y minus 15 equals 9. Now I'm going to add 15 to both sides because remember, I'm trying to get y by itself. 15 is the number that's not close to it, so I'm going to move it first. So I'm going to add 15 to both sides, and I'm going to get 6y equals 24. And then now I'm going to divide by 6 on both sides, and so I'm going to get my answer as y equals 4. Then I'm going to take, step 3 is I'm going to back substitute the obtained value into the equation in the x equals format. Now that we have the y coordinate of the solution, we back substitute 4 for y into the equation x equals 2y minus 3. So we found the value of y, so now we're going to take it and we're going to substitute it in. So when I substitute it in, I'm going to substitute the 4 for the y because that's what y equals. I'm going to get x equals 2 parentheses 4 minus 3. So now we're going to multiply, and 2 times 4 gives me 8. And now I'm going to subtract. 8 minus 3 gives me 5. So now we found the solution. X equals 5 and y equals 4. So the proposed solution is 5, 4. Now step 4 would be to check that. And so what that means is to take this point and plug it back into both equations. So I would plug it into x equals 2y minus 3. And I would have 5 equals 2 times 4 minus 3. And I would see if these two equations equal. Well, 5 equals 8 minus 3. 5 equals 8 minus 3 gives me 5 as well. They equal. And then I would check it with the other equation. And the other equation was 5x minus 4y equals 9. So I would take 5 times 5 minus 4 times 4 equals 9. Well, 5 times 5 is 25. Let me erase that real quick. Get my pen back. So 5 times 5 is 25. And negative 4 times 4 is negative 16. And then 25 minus 16 gives me 9. So they equal. So my answer is correct. My answer is 5, 4. Okay. Let's look at one more example. This one we have 2x plus y equals 5. And then we have y equals x minus 4. So this one's a little bit different because now we have y by itself. So we're going to still do the same thing. The only difference is now we're going to substitute into y. So we're going to substitute the expression. This is wrong right here. Do not. So we're going to substitute the expression in y equals into the other equation. So we're going to take, this is wrong, we're going to substitute x minus 4 for y into the first equation. So we're going to take x minus 4 and substitute into y into the first equation. And that will give us 2x plus x minus 4 equals 5. Okay? And now the y variable has been eliminated. So this should say y. A couple of mistakes on this video, but it's alright. Now we're going to solve the resulting equation containing one variable. So we have the equation 2x plus x minus 4 equals 5. So we're going to combine like terms first because we have 2x. And remember, this x right here has a 1 in front of it. So plus 1x, that's going to give us 3x minus 4 equals 15. Equals 5, I'm sorry. Then we're going to add 4 to both sides. So I'm going to add 4 to both sides because I'm trying to get x by itself. And I'm going to get 3x equals 9. And then I'm going to divide both sides by 3. So x should equal 3. Then step 3 says to back substitute the obtained value into the equation in y equals format. Now that we have the y coordinate, the x coordinate, now that we have the x coordinate of the solution, we back substitute 3 for x into the equation y equals x minus 4. So we're going to substitute in 3 into x, and now we're going to just subtract. 3 minus 4 gives me negative 1, and this should be y. Sorry, y'all. I guess I didn't really look over the video before I started it. Okay, so it should be y equals negative 1. So that means this is wrong too, and this will be wrong as well. So that means x equals 3 and y equals negative 1. So my solution should be 3, negative 1. And then step 4 is to check it. And again, these are wrong. These are supposed to be 3, negative 1. I apologize for all the mistakes. Guess I'm just really tired today. I don't know. And I'm a human, so I make mistakes. Okay? So, and then I would plug these into my 2 equations and see if I was correct. So how about you do that and you see if I'm correct. Also, remember to take your notes and have a wonderful evening. Goodbye.